Awesome. Well, welcome everybody to our webinar today about VAI custom prompts and autonomous actions. T walked everyone through in our previous webinar some of the basics of VAI and how you can use it as a co-pilot within Vsimple. And today we're going to lean into some ways you can take things to the next level with custom prompts and autonomous actions. All right, quick agenda before we dive in. I'm going to give a quick overview of custom prompts and how to automate running custom prompts in your Vsimple account. We'll hop over and do a few quick demos. And then from there, we really would encourage you all to start thinking of tasks that VAI could take off of your plate within your Vsimple workflows. And we are going to provide some swag to those that submit a idea for a prompt that they could use within their workflow and then win a drawing. VAI should be able to automate any task or step where we have all the information in Vsimple that a person is leveraging to make that manual task or review or decision. So be thinking about those steps where you find yourself reviewing information in Vsimple and then making an update in Vsimple. And if there is relevant information outside of Vsimple, feel free to reach out to us about that as well. We've been really beefing up our integration capabilities recently as well. Awesome. So custom prompts grew out of the Copilot experience that T demoed on the last webinar. We found that folks were asking the same questions over and over again within the sidebar experience. So for example, someone that is responsible for trade-ins could go to an order and every time they're asking, tell me about the trade-ins on this order. And so we set up custom prompts to give users and admins a way to add a quick one-click custom prompt run where they could, in the background, explain exactly what they'd like the output and analysis to look like. And then their users can just simply click on the prompt name and have it run on their behalf. So for that example with the trade-ins, you could just hit a run trade-in inspections button and have that complete the analysis that you'd like to see. From there, we incorporated those prompts into our usual automations feature in March. And so now what you're able to do is on a status change or a file upload or a field update, you can have one or multiple custom prompts run automatically to update, provide information, and keep your Vsimple moving, your Vsimple record moving through the process. So I've got 4 really simple custom prompts for us to take a look at today. And as I'm going through this, please be thinking about how you might apply a similar thing within your workflow. We'd be happy to help you get that set up after we drop. So I'm going to hop over to this Vsimple record. The 4 prompts I'm going to cover are some basic field updates that VAI can assist with. I'm going to look at automated image extraction and file processing. We're going to do a quick web research prompt where through our partnership with Perplexity, VAI is able to do research on the open internet. And then we're going to take a quick look at some advanced logic that VAI can help with as well. Awesome. Let me get logged in real quick. All right, perfect. So this is an example record I set up just for this demo. The first prompt we're going to take a look at is this basic field update. One common way we've seen customers use that type of a prompt is to update record names. So for example, when a order number is added to a record, we can add that to the relevant record name in Vsimple. This is also one that I've set up to run automatically. And so I'll remove the order number for now, and then we'll add it back and we'll watch this prompt run automatically in the activity stream. right, perfect. So just a quick demo of how I set up the automation. This is our standard automation screen. And so all of the conditions and trigger events that you may be used to working with are now available with the run VAI custom prompt action, which I've set up here. And if we hop back to this record, we'll see an activity stream post that the basic field update for our project name is running. I think I accidentally triggered that twice. But once that's done, we'll be able to review an updated record name here on the project. This can be used for updates outside of the record name as well. So any updates that would update any of your Vsimple fields, create table rows, those sorts of things are fair game for this kind of a prompt. The next prompt we'll take a look at is some of our automated image extraction. And just to prep for that one, I'll share this file that we uploaded prior to the call. So this is an example of a data plate on a forklift. And so this was uploaded. VAI is able to extract details out of images like this, as well as PDFs or emails. I know T demoed some file parsing that's available in his last call. And so in addition to being able to manually parse a file with our parse with VAI option here or on the new record form, you can also set up one of these custom prompts to do it automatically when a specific file is uploaded, for instance. We can also see our first prompt finished running there, which is great. And I'll go ahead and run this next one to show you what's possible there. And so we've written a prompt that says extract the model, mass, type, and attachment from the data tag file on this record and create a new row in the items table. So we should see these details extracted, like the model number here, the attachment, and the type. And then VAI is going to suggest making that update, and I'll hit apply. If that had run automatically through an automation and not with me clicking it there, you have the option to whether you want to auto apply those changes or wait for a human to review and apply themselves. The next prompt we'll take a look at is our web research. So we've got a customer name here, and let's say this is a new prospect for us. We want to do some research on the company. I've written a prompt to complete a web search using this customer name to find company website, year founded, and company overview. We've also seen this type of a prompt used to research project details that might be available online, or really complete any kind of web research that could be useful within your Vsimple workflow. So in the background, we're using Perplexity, as I mentioned, to complete that search, and it should come back with a variety of web results that it's leveraged to fill in these details. Awesome. So we can see it found the website, the year it was founded, and a company overview, which we can apply here to fill in the rest of that section in Vsimple. Finally, I want to talk through some more advanced logic that you'd be able to set up within a VAI prompt. We've seen this type of logic be used for several different use cases. The one I'm going to demo today is routing to the appropriate personnel based on a prompt. So what I've said here is if the project amount is over 100,000, assign a manager as the coordinator. If not, look up the sales rep listed versus a file in the resources tab and assign the coordinator that's found there. So if I open up our resources tab, Vsimple resources are helpful SOPs and training materials for the people that are working in your Vsimple workflow, but VAI is also trained on them. So you can mention them in prompts. VAI can access them to help answer questions. And so in this case, I've uploaded a file that says which coordinator works with each sales rep for the demo. We've seen customers upload maps to do something similar. You could upload zip codes. However you do your routing, you'd be able to set up that logic leveraging VAI and the relevant resources that you want to upload here. And looks like I had a typo there, but we got coordinator 1 assigned based on our file. And wanted to highlight, we've autofilled most of this record leveraging VAI between the web research that we did, the lookup we did for the sales coordinator, the image processing we did for items. And one of the things we're seeing our customers that are really taking advantage of VAI's capabilities do is stack prompts similarly to what I've demoed based on a status change or a file upload. So you need not click through each of the prompts like I demoed today. You can have each one of these run together in the background when a new project's created, for example. So quick way to leverage AI to autofill a ton on the record, whether that's pulling from the web, from uploaded files, or using some sort of resources or advanced logic to do so. Didn't want to have us sit through a longer processing period today, but I just want to touch on some more advanced ways that customers are using this just to potentially give ideas to those in the audience. We're working with a couple different customers to analyze blueprints to help them determine relevant counts of their products that they will sell into those projects. We're able to analyze specification sheets, quote worksheets, purchase orders, emails, to extract the raw details, but also add a layer of logic on top of those to make sure that the data is formatted exactly how it's needed to keep things moving throughout the process. So with that, I'll mention again that the power of VAI really comes down to having it automate specific tasks within your workflows and processes. Your Vsimple account managers are a great resource to help you get started with some of this VAI configuration. If you have an idea for a step that could potentially be automated with AI, please fill out the form that we're going to show here in a second, or reach out to your account manager. We'd love to hear from you and help you get that up and running. And if they need a more technical resource to help out, our tech team and myself are happy to look at some of the more complex use cases as well. And without ado, here is our custom prompt entry form. If you scan this, you'll get to a page where you can submit your name, email, and your idea for a prompt to win a potential prize from our swag store. And then also, if it's of interest, we'd love to follow up with you after the call to work on actually getting that set up within your Vsimple environment. Awesome. I think we've got some time for questions if there are any. Got it. So the way we would do a prompt between workflows today is if the information from one workflow should trigger something in another workflow, we already have support through that through our standard automations. And so we'd work with you to figure out what that relevant change should be in workflow 1 to trigger the action in workflow 2. We also are looking to beef up our VAI capabilities around searching within a linked workflow as well. So we may or may not be able to do the specific thing you're asking today, but we should be able to do it in the near future. If not, happy to follow up with you after the call about that. Yes, I believe so. I think we would set that up probably to just pull over automatically. We may not need AI for that. But I think we'd be able to set up that link one way or another. Awesome. Well, I will share that link one more time. Please reach out to us. This is a big area of focus for my team to make sure that we're building the AI in a way to support your all's real use cases. So please think through where this could be valuable, and we'd be happy to help you get it set up and running.